and we didn't have any sales in Nevada last year. So as a result of the drought, what we're noticing is wild horses and burros are moving outside their HMAs, trying to find water and forage. We've seen animals moving as much as 30 miles away from their HMAs, and we've also noticing this year that we're seeing some horses on their summer ranges already. National Academy of Science report, I think I reported to you last year. We were waiting for this report. It was done and completed, delivered to BLM late this summer. BLM put a team of folks together to review the National Academy of Science reports. So we have a kind of a report of our response to the NAS reports. It should be out soon, I'm told. We haven't seen it yet, at least I haven't seen it. You know, they have a lot of recommendations on that report to BLM, and I know one of their recommendations was that they did believe BLM was underestimating the number of horses out on our public lands. So this year we are going to be applying the survey method that was requested or suggested in the NAS reports. So we'll get an idea this year how our counts have been in the past in relation to this new survey method that we'll be doing. You know, one of the other things, big parts of the report is that they were encouraging BLM to continue to work on partnerships across the local communities, a variety of partners in helping us develop where we need to go with the horses. And so that'll be a big part that we'll be looking at. And one of the other parts is part of the report is that population control was heavily discussed, and that the Bureau of Land Management is going to go out for a request for proposal to help us deal with the population control. We're really hoping to target the pharmaceutical companies. Some of the other methods that we've been doing, the one-year PCP treatments and the 5-year treatments. The one-year treatments has been very sporadic as far as its effectiveness. Got to do it at the right time. The 5-year treatment at this point, early tests are not conclusive that we can get a 5-year treatments on the mares. So we're looking at going out to the pharmaceutical companies to see if there is some help there that they can provide us with coming up with some different tools to help control population growth on the range. Again, just the drought map with the herd management areas in the state of Nevada. Basically, a majority of the HMAs are in the severe to exceptional drought categories, and as I mentioned in the drought discussion, monitoring of HMAs in relation to drought is going to be a high priority for us. Of course, a lot of those HMAs are also within sage-grouse country, so it'll be monitoring both of them. So, having this map helps us. It's going to be beneficial for us to kind of prioritize our management actions as we move forward. So what is BLM doing about the horses nationally? As I mentioned earlier, we're going to looking at new techniques for treating horses on the range to try to control growth. We'll continue partnership with the USGS to improve that inventory method, the counting method that I mentioned earlier. We're going to be looking at how to determine an ecologically sustainable horses on rangelands. I mean, if we we're above AML right now nationally. If it turns out we are underestimating, I think we have a lot of work to make sure to see if we can actually sustain those animals on the range that we currently have. Adoption program. Adoptions have been low the past few years. A lot of, the economy's been tough. You need some land. Price of hay is high. Those are probably all figured into low adoptions. But we do think nationally we need to do a better job marketing horses for adoptions, so we're going to be looking at that, and I'll talk about that from what Nevada's going to do here in a second. And nationally, they are exploring other opportunities with U.S. aid to maybe help adopt horses outside of the United States.